So how can political violence, we saw yesterday in our nation's capital, be stopped, or can it? All right, joining us now, former U.S. Army Intelligence Officer Andrew Peek. Andrew, great to have you with us this morning.
Great to be here.
Tell us more about the shooter and really, how did he fall through the cracks?
Well, look, I think, he left his home in Illinois several months ago. He's apparently been living out of a car for the past several weeks and possibly using a local gym as for hygiene and sort of as base of operations. Really, he shouldn't have appeared on any community's grid other than perhaps in Virginia, where cops might have been interested in the fact that he was a politically active and kind of a transient. So, it was really, I could easily see him falling through the cracks a little bit, but then at a certain point, it's a local law enforcement responsibility to keep their eyes open.
But you say he was politically active on social media, which we've seen. So once again, we're having the social media discussion. How is it being monitored? Is it being monitored? And when you see such strong hatred politically from someone on social media, what do you do about it?
Yeah, this is the really challenging thing. And, there has been a focus after the series of attacks in places like London, Paris, and even San Bernardino in the U.S. and Orlando for the intelligence community to track social media and online hate speech and radical speech. And the tech companies have been brought into that a little bit. I think places like Facebook and Yahoo and Twitter have committed to cracking down more on extremist languaging. But at the same time, that's a really challenging thing because it's only certain types of extremist conversations that we need to be tracking. And the tech companies that are engaged in this aren't necessarily going to be as willing to go after extreme left-wing violent political speech as they are, for example, radical terrorism.
Yeah, and more that's likely, tough to discern. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's completely a concern. No, absolutely. They're going to wind up sweeping all the political speech under the same rubric and focus resources where it's not needed.
And there goes free speech.
And there goes free speech, absolutely.
So where's the line? How do you determine what should be investigated and what should be pursued and what should be allowed to remain in the discourse?
Well, I think it's critical that when you have incidents like this, that opinion leaders, particularly on the left since the last series of 6 months, has seen increasing acts of violence on the left, that you say, okay, it's not just that we condemn violent actions, but we condemn a tone of extremism. We condemn saying things like, go angrily confront your constituent, go confront your members in town halls, go shout at them, prevent them from living a normal life. We're all Americans. We're working for the same goals here.
The tone, that's key. Andrew, very interesting perspective. Appreciate your insights this morning. Thank you.
Thanks so much.